up, Trent? What's up,
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hey, 22!
Stafford on first down. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That is going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Derek Barnett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. at Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
13.
Here's Foles. Hurts has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now it's the voice of State on, Jada Johnny. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him.
No, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Whoop you. Oh, shit.
Stop it behind the line. From midfield. Here's Wentz. He's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sean Robinson able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Trying for the tight end arcs, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2 is bringing the back up. Oh, my goodness, you take him down, you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On first down, it's Stafford. Out to the flat for Ray. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. He has the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? Nice pick up on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on second down to Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lee, you better stop saying that.
They go back to the air here. That was the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I want to make a quick pivot here for a second to get your MVP predictions going into week 1 of the season. Do you have Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Brees, or is it somebody kind of off the radar a little bit?
Yeah, maybe a Russell Wilson because the offense runs through him now in Seattle, and the quarterbacks always get the first look. I'm going with the running back, Todd Gurley, Los Angeles Rams. I think he's a threat for 1,000 yards on the ground and 1,000 yards through the air. He's that type of a player.
So you're going Gurley. What about Deshaun Watson? Any shot there?
Certainly. Look at the numbers last year. When he played, they averaged over 30 points per game when he was a starter. When he didn't play, his numbers fell off in a big way.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think that's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end,
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. but you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They run with a Johnny. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Going long here for Wallace. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 83 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you have that much time in the pocket. You can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got to.
And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. On first down, Stafford here. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford, escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Powell, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions are in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on first is Wentz. A quick throw, but incomplete. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week 1. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter. And Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know it'll be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long. And the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure, trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
First run for the backup Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple of years going into week 1. Who do you have this season?
But wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions. All right, both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta.
Wow.
I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. At the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta, the first time ever we're going to have a home team win in their home stadium.
You heard it here first. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? If they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Well, incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. Now they got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Timmy Jernigan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
Yo. So, playing this game a little bit. What's going on?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Oh, yeah.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
So what now?
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I don't know if this...
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Lion, lion, lion. Go, go.
On first down, Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Get over there. Go. There we go. Back, back. 280. Down the man inside. Down the man.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Open man left side is Wallace complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go, go. Lion, lion. There, sit.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 22! Hey, 22!
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Ajayi. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They run again with Ajayi. Able to push his way through. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
81. Run. Lion. 57.
Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And Detroit getting set to go now. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final.